continent is splitting. A new ocean is rising. In Ethiopia's Afar depression, volcanoes burn. The ground cracks. Ancient forces are awakening. The Earth is rewriting its own map. For millions of years, Africa has remained one of Earth's most ancient continents. But deep beneath the surface, powerful geological forces are slowly tearing it apart. According to recent scientific discoveries, this process may be further advanced than researchers previously believed. At the center of this transformation lies the East African Rift System, a vast network of fractures stretching thousands of kilometers across eastern Africa. Here, the African continent is gradually separating into two major tectonic plates, the Nubian plate to the west and the Somali plate to the east. One of the most important places to study this process is the Afar depression in northern Ethiopia. This harsh region, home to extreme heat, active volcanoes, and the famous Ale lava lake, sits at the meeting point of three major rifts: the Red Sea Rift, the Gulf of Aden Rift, and the main Ethiopian Rift. As these tectonic plates slowly move apart, Earth's crust becomes thinner. Hot material from the mantle rises upward, weakening the crust even more. Over millions of years, this process can create a new ocean basin. Scientists recently discovered that the crust beneath parts of the Turkana Rift in Ethiopia and Kenya is much thinner than previously thought. In some locations, it is only about 13 kilometers thick, compared to more than 35 kilometers in nearby regions. This is significant because geologists consider crust thinner than 15 kilometers to have entered a critical stage called necking. Once this stage begins, continental breakup becomes increasingly difficult to stop. The finding suggests that Eastern Africa is further along in the rifting process than scientists once believed. Another major discovery came from studies beneath the Afar region. Researchers found evidence of a massive plume of hot mantle rock rising from deep inside the Earth. Surprisingly, this plume appears to pulse like a heartbeat, delivering waves of heat and molten material beneath the rift system. These pulses interact with the tectonic plates above, helping drive volcanic activity and continental separation. The discovery has changed scientists' understanding of how Africa is breaking apart. The process is extremely slow on a human timescale. The Red Sea and Gulf of Aden rifts move apart by roughly 15 millimeters per year, while the main Ethiopian rift spreads at about 5 millimeters annually. However, over millions of years, these tiny movements can reshape entire continents. The story is not only about geology. The Turkana and Afar regions are among the world's richest fossil sites. Many important human ancestor fossils have been discovered there, including ancient hominins that lived millions of years ago. Scientists now believe the same tectonic activity that is splitting Africa apart may have helped preserve these fossils. As the crust stretched and large basins formed, sediments accumulated rapidly, creating ideal conditions for fossil preservation. Recent discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of human evolution. Fossils of Paranthropus, an extinct human relative known as Nutcracker Man, were found much farther north than previously expected, suggesting ancient human relatives were more widespread and adaptable than scientists once believed. Meanwhile, volcanic activity remains an important reminder that the region is still geologically active. Eruptions, earthquakes, and ground deformation regularly occur as the continent continues to pull apart. Despite dramatic headlines, Africa will not split tomorrow or even within the next few centuries. Scientists estimate the process will take several million more years, yet in geological terms, that is relatively fast. If rifting continues, seawater from the Indian Ocean could eventually flood the expanding basin. A new ocean would form between the separating landmasses, and Eastern Africa could become a giant island separated from the rest of the continent. The Afar Depression and Turkana Rift provide a rare window into one of Earth's greatest geological transformations. Here, scientists are witnessing the early stages of ocean formation, a process that is normally hidden beneath the sea floor. The evidence increasingly suggests that Africa's separation is more advanced than previously thought. While the final breakup remains millions of years away, the continent is already undergoing one of the most significant geological changes on Earth. In the distant future, maps of the world may look completely different. A new ocean may occupy what is now Eastern Africa, standing as a reminder that continents are not permanent. They are constantly moving, evolving, and reshaping our planet.